everyone. I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do a little end of the year reading for Capricorn. So keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all of that information in the description box. All right. Okay, bear with me. I haven't done collective readings in a while. So need to just get back into the swing of things. All right, so we're just going to start by checking into your energy. What are your guides wanting you to know most of all as we end 2024? What's going on with your energy? What is it that you need to be aware of? If you want more depth, you have to be willing to take more risks. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. If you want more depth in anything, you also, in return, have to be willing in some aspect to run the risk of heartbreak. Like you have to be willing to be that vulnerable. Yeah, it's like your energy is like very protected. And I kind of feel like your focus has been on security, on stability, on building things with value, but I feel like it's almost like you've formed so much structure that it's making it difficult for things to go deep, for you to tap into that passionate side, that creative side, that abundant energy of love, that all of those energies are energies that flow. And I feel like, you're Capricorn, so instinctively you're just very kind of structured and by the book anyway. That's like kind of like your natural or the most comfortable energy. And I feel like you're in a good space. I actually feel like financially you're in a good spot. But now it's time to focus on what's going on in that like letting yourself be vulnerable in order to have experiences with more depth. I also gonna feel this message like explore the thing that triggers you the most. Explore the thing that scares you the most. Do the thing that feels most uncomfortable. And obviously, I'm not saying like if it's bad, if it's toxic, if it's negative, but be more willing to let loose a little bit, let your hair down, be willing to even make mistakes. Yeah, you're showing up as Four of Wands. So Four of Wands is like this comfortable energy, this energy of feeling at home. It's the energy of a really beautiful connection. It's the energy of a soulmate connection. It's an energy of being comfortable, of having something to celebrate. But it's like you're not in the mood to celebrate, or you're questioning. Or you're questioning what else you should be doing. You're not really necessarily satisfied with mediocre. You're not satisfied with comfortable. It's like you might even find that you're kind of in the space where, okay, I have what I want. This is going well. This is going well. So why do I feel so dissatisfied? And I feel like it's because you're craving more depth. Some of you might have a lot of Scorpio or 8th house placements in your chart. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah, it's like this energy of everything being good, being comfortable, but there's this desire to have more romance, to have more depth. It's almost like everything's going good and I should be happy, but it would be nice to have a little bit of excitement here and there. In order to get to this level of depth, especially in your romantic life, the level of depth and passion that maybe you're looking for, you have to be willing to release control of the thing that scares you the most. Be willing to fall. Be willing to look silly. Be willing to... It's kind of like everything you've done to get to where you are has worked and has been valuable and has been important. The structure that you've set in place to get you here has been valuable because it's gotten you here. But in order to kind of get to the next level, it's almost like you have to be willing to switch up how you're doing certain things and be willing to let go of a little bit of control and not have everything perfectly lined up. In front of you is 8 of Wands. So it's almost like you've connected to something that feels really good. You've gotten yourself in a good space. There's passion coming up in this energy. There's a desire for more passion. There's a desire for more depth, and this energy is moving really quickly. And so the King of Swords is... Give me one more. Like, it's a good idea to follow the rules and follow divine law and follow structure and follow order. But if it's always leaving you feeling defeated, is the amount of protection you're putting over yourself and structure you're putting over yourself really serving its purpose at this point? Or is it just preventing you from having experiences with more depth? And I'm not saying like if you can't beat them, join them. It's not like that. It's not like you're the one doing everything right, and that's not getting you anywhere. So it's not like that. It's like you're taking on so much responsibility to keep things in balance, to keep things structured. And I feel like this is probably like the theme of a Capricorn's life overall, right? You're just naturally a very structured person. You just naturally take things seriously. That's the essence of who you are. So this is not to say to alter that, but there is this kind of desire for more depth and more passion and more excitement, and that's available to you. But I kind of feel like if you don't give yourself permission to relax and loosen up a little bit, these opportunities might kind of fly by very quickly and not stay. For some of you, like, you have really supportive connections. And these connections and relationships that you have formed are going to sustain you. But it's like you're used to being the teacher. You're used to being the structured one. You're used to being the responsible one. And it's like you've taken on that role. But you can afford to slack off on that. Like, you can afford to loosen up a little bit. You can afford to relax. You can afford to go through a period where you're not actually doing well and you need help from other people. Like, lean on the support system that you have. I also kind of feel like for some of you, there's people that you are connected to that are wanting to build relationships with you. And it might be something that you're not completely recognizing because you might be perceiving that you need to protect yourself and other people are working against you. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Like, this is an opportunity to start something new. You have the value. It's like finding the balance of structure, but also peace and freedom and the, like, that inner child energy, being able to find the balance of your structured side and your innocent inner child side. I kind of feel for some of you, it's like there might be somebody coming into your energy, coming into your experience that is like the complete opposite of you, like the hopeless romantic, the one that doesn't seem to take anything seriously, the person that is going to go after everything full force. You know, if they love somebody, they're going to the depths of the, you know, whatever, right? I feel like that's what you might be noticing. Like, somebody's coming into your life that is the exact opposite of you, that is this very careless kind of energy, this carefree kind of energy. But that's to show you that that's a part of your energy too. Like, that's a valuable part of life as well. The inner child is just as important to acknowledge as the adult. It's like, I feel like you're kind of connecting to somebody that is much more fast moving, much more passionate, but this person is meant to show you something. This person is somebody you're meant to build something with, and showing you the balance. And you're also showing them the balance of the need to take a little bit of responsibility. The Ace of Swords is your guidance. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Death card. I feel like that's asking you to Like examine your rules, examine your rule book, examine your idea of what is right and what is wrong, examine, you know, what you believe to be true and what you believe to be not fair, and make sure that those beliefs are serving your emotional world as well. Like, all the rules you have set in place might benefit you in a practical sense, but are these rules benefiting you emotionally? Like, you're being guided to take a second look at your own personal rule book, your own personal definition of right and wrong. Nine of Cups, Six of Wands is what you're not seeing. So what you're not seeing is success in your wish fulfillment. In success in having your desires met too. Your passionate needs, your emotional needs, your practical needs, all of those things are important. Not just the practical needs, not just the logical needs. You have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. You're missing the King of Cups, the depth. You're missing the depth. You have what you want. You have the structure. You have the support. You have the stability, but you're feeling like something's lacking. The depth is what is lacking. The depth of your emotional world, the depth of your desires. And the way to get through that is to examine how strict you're being on yourself and how those rules are preventing you from letting that passionate, emotional person have a little bit of freedom. I hope that makes sense. And I hope you have a wonderful end of the year. Bye-bye.